Hey guys, Debby Bubbles here. Welcome back to my channel and into the walls of our home. Today's video is part of the open collaboration Quick and Easy Meals. Alrighty guys, so in today's video I'm going to prepare pork steak, cabbage greens, gravy, rice, cornbread, you know, all the things. So keep on watching. Quick and Easy Meals is an open collaboration hosted every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hosts of the collaboration are Simply Grace Lifestyle, Jean Home Decor and More, My Mountain Home and Kitchen, and me, Debby Bubbles. Gathered here on the stove top are a lot of the equipment that we're going to use to prepare today's meal. We, again, are going to make pork steaks with rice and gravy, cabbage greens, and cornbread. This is a meal that was shared with my love. Again, here's just an overview of all the things, or the majority of things that we're going to use in the meal prep for today. So let's get busy. First and foremost, I have a package of bacon here. We're going to use a few strips of this bacon to start off our cabbage greens. I'm going to go ahead and slice it up and toss it over into my saucepan, and we're going to let it start rendering its fat. We're not trying to brown it, just going to render some of the oil from it. And then we're going to hit it with some of our bell pepper and onion, which we will slice, dice, what have you here in just a bit. Now on the onion, I'm probably going to use about half of the onion here in the cabbage greens. The other half we'll dedicate to our pork steaks. There's our little small head of cabbage, just two of us. And there are pork steaks. We've already cleaned those up, and now I'm doing a little bit of seasoning here inside of my baking dish. The bacon on the stove top is doing its thing, and so I paused for a moment to go ahead and season up our pork steaks and get those into the oven. And so after seasoning with our spices there, I'm now hitting it with some of our sliced up onions and bell pepper, and we're going to cover and put this in the oven and let it bake away. Checking on that bacon, it's looking good. I have set to the side there some chopped onions and bell pepper that will also go again inside of the cabbage greens. So let's get the lid on our baking dish here and put it in the oven. Now again, I told you we're not trying to necessarily brown up the bacon, just wanted to render some of the oils from it so that we could saute our bell pepper and onions in it. And now I have over here to the side chopped up my cabbage greens, and we're going to give them a good little rinse here in our colander and set them to the side until time to go into our pot. Our bacon, bell peppers, and onions are translucent and tender and that kind of thing, and so I'm putting them inside of a dish here to the side of the stove, and then I'm going to use that same pot to add our cabbage greens to cook. But before that, we've got a little bit of oil inside of a loaf pan. I've whipped up some cornbread mix, and we're going to start the cornbread as well. There are cabbage greens going into our pot, and we're just going to let them saute away. I have not added water or anything additional to this skillet or to this pot. We're just using the oil from the bacon and letting it do its thing. So I'm going in with a little bit of seasoned salt there, giving it a little light toss. And here in a moment, I'm going to add in the bacon, green bell peppers, and onion to the party bowl. There's a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to hit it with a splash of that apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I can speak. I can. Let's check on that cornbread. Okay, looking good. The house is smelling amazing, y'all. You should be here. I'd serve you up a plate. I'd serve you up a heaping, helping serving of everything. So you see me putting in the bacon, the onions, and the bell peppers into that party bowl, as I'm calling it, in that party pot. We're giving it a nice little stir around, and it is about time to remove our cornbread. I have uncovered our pork steaks to kind of let them do a little bit of browning on top. And there we go, looking good. I'm going to slide those back in there and let those cook away while we work on the cabbage greens. Y'all, this was a slow, leisurely preparation on a Saturday afternoon, time spent with my husband. There may actually be some footage in here somewhere along the way where you hear him perhaps in the background listening to or watching some college football stuff and making a little noise. So y'all, next up, I'm going to start on my gravy. So I have my base there going. I've added now the water to it, and it is doing this thing. My husband loves gravy, y'all. He loves gravy on everything. He really kind of does. And now, as things are wrapping up here, the cabbage greens are cooked down. The pork steak is ready. The gravy is looking good. It's not as brown as what he likes, but that's okay. He's still gonna eat it. So the cornbread is ready and sliced, and I'm gonna serve up his plate. Now, I served it up, took some pictures before he comes in here and adds the gravy, because he is going to slather that pork steak with gravy. He is going to smother it. But you know what? It's his. He can do whatever he wants to with it. Mama cooked up a great meal for him, and he's going to enjoy every bit of it. So I'm happy, and he'll be happy too. So Daddy was quite pleased with his meal, and Mama went back in the kitchen and made some chocolate chip cookies for him. I might include that footage, y'all, because Big Daddy went in there and enjoyed chocolate chip cookies, chocolate yellow cake, and Great Divide ice cream, all blended together in one bowl. Now, y'all, just excuse him. He knew I was filming, so he was clowning for you. But y'all, enjoy the rest of your day. I love you. Bye-bye.